Learn the truth about the game by joining dating and life coach Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham live in New York City on Saturday, April 14th at the NYC Seminar and Conference Center for the Truth About the Game seminar. In this seminar, Mr. Locario will teach you exactly what you need to know to be successful with women. Space is extremely limited, so purchase your tickets today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com.
All right, what up, people? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. And I had to get my dude Miles on the phone. Miles, what's popping, yo?
What's going on, man? What's really what's really good?
We was online because we just did our bad boy show episode today where we were talking about unwanted pregnancies and, you know, being responsible as a man. And so we put up.
You know what it is? No, let me say real quick. You know what? Let me say real quick. The show was about responsibility of a man, but we used the topic of unwanted pregnancy to illustrate a point. But go ahead.
Right. So the thing was, we posted the joint up, and you know, I knew certain cats was gonna get butt hurt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, what we want you guys to understand is that we're talking about responsibility. You see what I'm saying? And the responsibility that you have as a man and how you dictate your life. Because what I'm seeing here with a lot of these comments, you know, are guys sort of like pointing fingers and saying, well, you know, it's the woman's fault as to why I'm in this position, right? But the reason why you're in this position is because you hooked up with that particular woman. You understand what I'm saying? You did that. Nobody forced you to do that. Nobody put a gun to your head and said, deal with this woman. Now, this is the problem that most guys have. Most guys, they deal in these absolutes when it comes to women. You understand what I mean? So it's like when we're talking about women, it's they're sounding like if you say hi or hello or whatever to any woman, or if you look at a woman, you sneeze on a woman, you breathe on a woman, then she is going to, you know, take you to court. She's going to say you sexually harassed her. If you have kids with her, she's going to drag you through the courts and this and that and all this other crazy shit's going to happen. Now, does this stuff happen? Of course it happens. But guess what? It happens to guys who don't know how to choose specific women. It's really that simple. Or they don't know how to manage certain women. It's really, this is all we're saying. All we're saying is that if you fuck with this person, that's on you because you continue to fuck with this person. Like, for example, there was a guy in the comments, he was talking about divorce court. Now, why would you be in divorce court unless, and he's saying that the woman's going to do this, she's going to do that, she's going to do that. So you're trying to tell me that you were actually with a woman for years, because usually you're with a woman for years before you decide to marry her, right? So if you were with her for years, you're trying to tell me you did not notice that this was the type of chick you were dealing with? You see what I'm saying? You didn't notice that? You didn't notice that this girl was this way? Or is it just every chick on earth is that way and we just got to stay away from all of them? Is that what it is? You see what I'm saying? See, the problem is, this is the real problem. Guys, what they do is that they get with women, right? They see the woman is on some bullshit. They put up with the bullshit. They let the bullshit slide. They end up marrying this chick or staying with this chick, getting her pregnant, doing all this other stuff because they felt like this was the only woman they could get with. They was like, I'm lucky enough to even have a woman, so I'm just going to deal with her. And then I'm going to keep it moving.
Mentality.
Right. It's scarcity mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw this MGTOW video earlier today, and this dude, it was titled like Why I Became MGTOW. And he said he was tired of being bossed around by his girl.
Oh my God.
So my question is, why were you in a position to where your girl was bossing you around in the first place? Why were you allowed?
You got tired of it?
Right. He said he was tired of getting bossed around. So I'm like, why were you allowing yourself to be bossed around in the first place? And this is what we're talking about. And then he proceeded to say the reason why he became MGTOW is because he noticed that the other women that he would end up being in relationships with, they too ended up bossing him around or treating him a certain way. So my thing is, he didn't have enough self-awareness to realize he's the common denominator. You see what I'm saying?
Oh my God. This reminds me of when we came out with the It's Your Fault You're Single book
Right.
for women.
Right.
And all the women, they shitted on the book because of the title.
Right. Exactly.
It's like you have to realize at some point you have to take personal responsibility and look at your decisions. Look at the decisions that you've made in your life. Look at the situation that you put yourself in.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Value who you are as a man and choose what you want carefully.
Right.
Let me know when I could get into the comments.
Oh yeah, let's talk about this one comment. So this one says, this is why I even called you, because I read this and I shook my head in disappointment, and I was also kind of laughing, but I was also kind of sad at the same time, because it's like dudes missed the whole point, because he said, gentlemen, we are slowly witnessing Mr. Locario turning into a male feminist. What Mr. Locario and Miles don't understand is that the state has given women complete autonomy when it comes to reproductive rights. That the man is completely 100% at her mercy. Women are very aware of this, hence why there are so many cases of women trying to impregnate themselves with a man's used condom, because they know he will be at their mercy. The man has absolutely no say in when a child is born or not. If a woman wants to have a baby and the man doesn't, the woman can say, tough shit, I'm having this baby. If a man wants to have a baby and the woman does not want to have a baby, she can say, well, I'm having an abortion. The man is powerless in both situations. Oh, and don't get me started on paternity fraud, where women pawn children off on men who they know is not the biological father, but they think that he will be a better father, or if he has more resources. Paternity fraud is even worse when a woman extorts money from a man claiming it is for a child who, unbeknownst to him, isn't even his. Mr. Locario, here is a word of advice. Stay in your lane. Trust me. Stick to your game videos. You be best staying out of politics and social issues, because you are often off base in these subjects. No offense, just advice because you are kind of in the matrix. I'd say you are purple pilled. You are half red pilled in the sense you know women's nature, but you are blue pilled and think like every other programmed American in other facets of life. Hilarious.
Wow.
Hilarious.
Wow. Wow.
Now let's break this down though. Let's break this down. Oh my goodness. First of all, I'm not a feminist. Okay, period. This is not, no, it's not, we don't do that over here. We're talking about man shit over here. You understand what I'm saying? We're talking about man shit. Now, what I want to point out, and this is what we pointed out before, half the argument would not happen if you don't get the girl pregnant. This is what we were talking about in the video. This is what we were talking about. He said in his comment, gives the woman complete autonomy when it comes to reproductive rights. Who gave her the opportunity to reproduce?
Let me say something real quick. You have failed at your responsibilities as a man if the state has to get involved in your relationship. These niggas don't realize that once you start talking about the state, you already lost.
Right.
So anything that happens after that, you don't need to complain about, because you're done. You fucked up your position as a man. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You've let it go. Like it's out of your hands at this point. Like this point is kind of like pulling teeth. You understand? Because
right.
It's like you're trying to show that being a dude, being a stand-up dude, dealing with a female means you're managing the entire situation.
Right.
And your remember on the other videos we talked about on the Patreon bonus video, we talked about, reward and punishment when it comes to dealing with and managing your chick. These are things you have to go through with your bitch before you decide to get her pregnant.
Right, right.
She has to prove herself as a recipient of your seed. These are things that you have to decide as a fucking man before you get a bitch pregnant or before you decide to marry a broad.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? If you're unsure about any of this, when it comes to your chick, if you're not 100% about any of this stuff, if there's a thing, one of these fucking conniving, manipulative bitches, you need to stop fucking with her. Period. That's why we talk about an abundance mindset where you should be talking. You should be talking to multiple bitches at the same time.
Right. Right.
You should be vetting and qualifying a bunch of chicks at the same time. So when it comes time for you to make your decision as to which one you want to like settle down or get pregnant or whatever, any of those things that you say that you want, sure. You understand what I'm saying? And she's proven herself time and time again that she supports your vision at all, dude.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
These niggas is talking about the state. They're talking about the state. These dudes, they're not getting the point that they're allowing too much to be out of their control. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right.
And when I say control, I mean they're allowing too many things to be outside of their circle of responsibility. Now I'm saying it's your responsibility to train your woman. It's your responsibility to let her know what it is.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And y'all buying them drinks, and y'all trying to flash jewelry, and trying to pick them up with cars, and the bitch can see through your bullshit, homie. She already knows what she could do to you. She already knows how she could ruin your fucking life. She will abort your fucking kid because she doesn't respect you already. Because you're weak. You're putting her pussy on a fucking pedestal. Y'all really don't understand. You have to value yourself more. You know what I'm like the value you put on yourself. It's the same shit when we talk about purpose, when we talk about confidence, when we talk about focus. All of these things all go in the same boat. It's something inside of yourself that you believe and you know. When somebody's in front of you talking bullshit, you can drop them like a bad habit easily. No matter how good they look, no matter how fat they ass is, no matter how good they pussy feel. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all niggas need to understand that that's what we're talking about. We're not, the conversation that we're trying to have, the state is not involved.
Right.
The state is not involved.
Right.
When I'm talking to my bitch, it's me and her talking. You understand? And she respects the person that's talking to her.
Right.
The last thing in her mind, like, you got niggas out here, they in relationships. And I'm not condoning domestic violence or whatever. But as soon as they have a disagreement and there's a little scuffle, this type of bitch will fucking call the cops immediately.
Right.
Okay? That type of bitch you don't need in your life. If you have a bitch where as soon as you have understanding and you raise your voice and she called the cops, that means she doesn't support you, doesn't respect you. She has more respect for the state and the fucking police more than she has for you.
Right.
And like that, you drop immediately.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What is it about you as a man where you would actually fuck with a girl like that? See, what you have to understand is this.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. A lot of these dudes, this is really what the issue is. A lot of these dudes don't really have a lot of experience with women because they're making of these like grandiose statements of, oh, this is just how women are. Dude, I promise you that I've probably slept with, dated more women than most of these dudes who claim they're MGTOW and all this other stuff have ever done. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't got none of these chicks pregnant. They never called the cops on me. I never had to deal with none of this bullshit. As a matter of fact, I would say like 90-something% of the women that I've dealt with treated me great. You feel what I'm saying? They treated me like a fucking king. So I don't know who the fuck y'all fucking with, because the thing is, when I first peep that a chick is on bullshit, I'm done. I don't give her no chances. We're done. You understand? She doesn't even get a chance to even bring that bullshit to me because I could peep it already. That's the problem. A lot of guys, and this is what we were saying from the before, and when we talk about game, because I got to stay in my lane because I just need to talk about game because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about here. But I'm like, yo, if this ain't the game, what the fuck is then? You feel what I'm saying? If this isn't the game where we're trying to explain to you, don't fuck with chicks who's on that bullshit. Because I get dudes that hit me up and they say, yo, my girlfriend, she be on some bullshit. She did this, she did that. I said, my nigga, how in the fuck did she become your girlfriend? You see what I'm saying? How did she get from the dating stage or the hookup stage to your girlfriend if, in fact, your girlfriend is doing the bullshit she's doing? How did you promote her to girlfriend? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
If you have a kid, right, and that kid ends up going to some school and shooting it up, right? Now, the kid has to deal with the state. Now, most people, they're going to look at you and be like, what type of parent were you where you didn't know this was your kid was doing this bullshit or they were headed in that direction?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it got to the state because you didn't manage the situation in the first place. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what we're saying.
You didn't raise your fucking kid. Nigga. You didn't raise your kid. You're not training your bitch like you're supposed to, nigga. You're not training your bitch like you're supposed to. Fuck. What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? What the yo? Oh my God!
This shit is crazy.
That's the part that's not part of the game. You allowing the state to get involved in it. And if you're with a bitch like that, you need to cut that bitch short, B.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yo, abundance mentality. There's enough women and good females out there respect you as a man. And if you make a mistake, she's gonna work it out with you.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. That's the part that I don't get. This is the crazy part. A lot of these guys, right? They remind me of, when a person, let's say you have a white person who's never met a black person. And they've only been around other white people who were extremely racist, and all they know of black people is what they see on TV and all this other shit. So therefore, they have this preconceived notion of what's going to happen if they deal with black people. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. So this is the same thing how these guys sound when they're talking about women. Oh, if you talk to a woman, she's going to, do this and do that, and then she's going to take it to the courts, and then this is going to happen. And if you say hello to a woman, she's going to say you're sexually harassing her. And then if you try to flirt with a girl, she's going to say that you were trying to rape her. And then it's like, really? Really? Really?
This is why the shit we try to tell y'all niggas is so fucking important. It's not a game. Well, it's the game, but it's not a game. You understand what I'm saying?
Right,
this shit is real fucking life, dude.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is real fucking life. If you don't have value for yourself, and she will do whatever she can to ruin your fucking life if you do something, if she feels you're wrong. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of situation y'all niggas put yourself in, dog. Think it's the female doing something to you, but it's you.
Mm-hmm.
It's you, my nigga. These niggas is on there talking about every bitch they meet is bossing them around. Every bitch they meet is treating them like this.
Right. So my question is, how come every chick I meet treat me good? I don't understand that. Like, are we on different planets? Like, what's going on? You talking about, I'm worried that this girl is gonna, have a kid that I don't want. Why are you in a situation where you fucking a girl raw, getting her pregnant, and then like, I don't want the damn kid? You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, you're putting yourself in that position. How about you not get the girl pregnant? If you don't get the girl pregnant, you ain't got to worry about that, because again, they talking about, what about paternity fraud? What about this? What about that? Listen, there is paternity fraud. That shit happens. But guess what? That shit is not happening in crazy proportions like you think. That's like saying, don't come to Bed-Stuy because you're going to get shot. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yes, people have gotten shot in Bed-Stuy. You feel what I'm saying? But that shit is not no fucking everyday occurrence. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're looking at fucking, don't go on a plane because, don't let me get started when planes crash. Nigga, we know planes crash. That shit happens. You feel what I'm saying? but you just never go. That's what look, you know what it is? I feel like certain dudes just need to not have sex with women ever. Like dudes really need to go full MGTOW. Like no pump and dump, none of that shit. Like full MGTOW. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Like full, like all the way. Like don't even like picture a woman in your mind. Because she if you picture a woman in your mind, or if you go to sleep and you dream about fucking a chick, that chick can come to life and say that you're the father of the kid or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like, dude, you know what I mean? Like, listen. I've dated thousands of chicks. I got boys that dated thousands of women. You feel what I'm saying? I've had sex with hundreds of girls, right? Nigga, I'm a dude who got shit going for themselves. You understand what I'm saying? I got shit popping. I got my own business. I'm an author. I've been on national TV. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I did all of this shit. Why? How come nobody has paternity frauded me? Am I not good enough to be paternity frauded? Am I not cool enough? Does none of these chicks want to make me the father of their kid, even though some other dude had sex with them? How come not me? I'm sure I got more shit going for me than most of the other niggas they fucking. I'm sure of it. So how come nobody's paternity frauding me? Damn. How come nobody's paternity frauding my other boys that got shit going for them? How come? You see what I'm saying? Why is that not happening? This is what I'm saying, because they're like, oh, well, they're going to want, they want you to be the father because you're the better option. Nigga, I guarantee you, dude, I've had women tell me I was the better option. I've had women tell me that, oh, you're the only guy I've been with, yada, 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 whatever. You're the guy that this, you're the guy that. You understand? I had some women fucking almost like in tears one time because she was saying that I was the only guy that made her squirt. You know what I'm saying? So like,
in the comment, the nigga said that Mr. Lucario is stuck in the Matrix or some shit.
Right.
So I'm like, since you want to put the Matrix up, I'm saying this whole thing reminds me of the scene Neo first met the Oracle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she was like, you look good and you this and that, but what am I gonna say? And he's like, I'm not the one.
Right.
And he had no idea that he basically just sealed his own fate. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because he believed he was not the one. He was not the one.
Right, exactly.
Until later on in the movie when he started to believe that he was the one, that he could be the one. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the woman, the nigga, she said, being the one is like falling in love. Nobody can tell you you're in love.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to be in love.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You niggas is out there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the single parent mother families coming up and shit. And again, I just want to make a disclaimer. This is not about dissing or coming at niggas no type of real negative way. I'm using certain languages and I have a certain attitude or whatever because it gets me frustrated because I'm trying to bring across an idea that could be so change niggas' lives and they're not getting it. That's why I'm frustrated. They don't understand your own power when it comes to these women. Just like he understand his own power when he first met the Oracle. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
This is why we say the truth is inside you, because it's not in the state.
Right.
And it's not in the woman. It's not in the woman. It's inside you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Inside you.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to get you to open that shit up. We're trying to get you to see yourself in a different fucking light.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't even have to get to that point. A woman, she is aware of your value because you are aware of your value. You don't think you can pull off, certain. As soon as you get a bitch to fucking call you back, you get all happy and excited, and then you just concentrate into that one bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then she realizes that shit, and she uses you.
Mm-hmm.
And she puts you in situations that you don't want to be in
mm-hmm.
because she sees that she's the only bitch that you can get. You understand? And y'all niggas gotta understand that is like one thing that is a major turnoff to most bitches. If they feel like all bitch that you can get is them, they're mad, son. They're mad because they're looking at you like, wait, I'm the only bitch you can get, so that means you basically settling for me.
Right.
You ain't shit neither. You understand? Because I told y'all many times. Most chicks know they ain't shit. Most of them. They know they ain't shit. What makes a woman valuable is when a good man comes into their life and allows them to exercise their femininity, allows them to fucking become a mother and become a wife and build a life and support a man to his greatness so she becomes great. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And the shit that I just said just now is not a popular opinion of society. So I can see how a lot of y'all might fucking, put everything like it's like it's just all about a mind state, man. It's just all about a mind state.
Right.
And if y'all let this new age bullshit fuck with y'all and make y'all think that it's it's the other way around where we're all cool and all this dumb shit. No, son.
Right.
No.
Right.
I don't care what kind of career she got. I don't care how many degrees she got. Her full purpose is not realized until she's a mother and a fucking wife, inspiring a man to greatness. Done. Said and fucking done. Until then, that shit, y'all lost. Y'all need to really listen to what we say. That shit through you, because you are the fucking catch. You are the king. You are the leader. You are the. Any of this is happening because, like I said, the life starts in your fucking nutsack, bro. That's why your nuts is so important. That's why you can't lose it. That's why you can't. All this fucking Caitlyn Jenner shit. Niggas trying to cut their dick off to become a female. Don't y'all see what's really happening?
I don't think they do. I don't think they do. Because and it's crazy because again, like this is really simple, the shit that we're saying. I think what happens is dudes are so caught up in the frustration of like, oh, women are this way, women are that way, and the thing is, because in the comment dude is like, oh, you understand women's true nature, right? And this is what we're talking about. So the thing is, you understand women's true nature. We're not saying that, oh, we're co-signing that nature. You understand? Because what you have to understand is that you're going to have women who are not going to really be on that bullshit. We're saying the ones who are on the bullshit, don't fuck with them. We're saying look, don't get the chick pregnant. You understand what I'm saying? Unless this is a woman who has proved that she's worth, you understand, being a chick that could be the mother of your kids if you want to have kids. Because truth be told, see a lot of dudes, they get so caught up on the internet shit. They think the internet shit is like how it is outside in real life everywhere else. See, there's guys out here who actually want to have a wife. There's guys out here who actually want to have a girlfriend. There's guys out here who actually want to have a kid. So I actually get the point of, the MGTOW dude saying, yo, there's some shit you got to look out for. I understand that. My point is that what is the solution to this? And this is what we're talking about. We're talking about solutions. We're not here just to complain about, oh, chicks is this way, chicks is that way. We already know chicks is this way and chicks is that way. Don't fuck with those chicks. How about you fuck with the other chicks who are the other way? And don't give me this shit about, oh, they're going to be like, oh, you're trying to act like women are different. And yes, they are. I've been with them. I've been with the different chicks. I'm not on the different planet. I'm on the same planet as you. You feel what I'm saying? Here's the real thing that niggas don't understand about game, right? Here's the real thing that niggas don't understand about game. They think that female nature is a force to be reckoned with. Right.
They don't understand that when a woman meets a nigga who understands the game, the man dictates her fucking nature.
That's what
when a nigga has real game, he that bitch how to behave. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Please go in on that for me. Please go in on that part.
This
for me,
dude, this is what I'm saying. Look, because this is what y'all don't understand. The reason why, and I want you guys to listen closely because I've said this already a few times, but certain cats don't get it. The reason why a chick, let's call her Stacy. The reason why Stacy will come up to me and treat me like a king and suck me off and treat me good and, you know, and be cooperative with me or another guy like me. And then she'll get to one of these other guys and treat him like shit, play him and possibly do all that other scary shit y'all scared about or whatever. Literally has to do with how I'm showing up and how these other guys are showing up. That's it. Because what you have to understand is that women are going to act differently towards different guys. You understand? To the guys who are putting themselves out to be men. You understand? It's just like when you was in school, you knew the fucking teacher you could fucking bullshit around with, and you knew the teacher you couldn't fuck with. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is what we're saying, that when you fucking say hi to a chick, the first time you even breathe on a chick, you need to let her know that you're a fucking man. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of dudes out here are scared of chicks. And that's why they're on that, oh, well, what if she does this and what if she does that and blah, 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 blah. And see, the thing is, y'all don't understand the game, so y'all don't even understand how to peep that this chick is on some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all motherfuckers, yo, the other day, let me tell you, the other day I was out with my wife and we was picking some fucking mangoes and shit, right? Now, I don't know anything about fruit.
Hold on. No, wait. Before you can move forward in the story. I just want to let you know that niggas is gonna probably get at you for the fact that you was out picking with your bitch. But anyway,
no, but I want to say this to make a point. So
right.
I don't know shit about if a fucking, because we was picking out mangoes and there was also like some fucking avocados and shit. You understand? So I don't really know, and you can laugh at me for this if you want. I don't know when a fucking fruit or whatever the fuck it is ripe. I don't know. I was like, is it too soft? Is it too? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So the thing is that if I was by myself and I was trying to pick this shit, I would have just picked anything because I don't know which one is the good one. You see what I'm saying? So I would have picked the fucked up fruit, the ones that's not ripe or the ones that's too fucked up, and I would have bought that shit home and it would have been useless, and it's like I'm picking the wrong shit. So my thing, what I'm using that example is that a lot of y'all don't understand women, and a lot of y'all are picking the wrong fucking women. And also on top of that, some of y'all know y'all picking the wrong fucking women. Y'all stay with the wrong women because, like we said earlier, you got the scarcity mentality, and that's why you stay with that chick, and this is why you get into these fucked up situations. I'm like, how you going to talk about this chick getting pregnant? And it's almost like this. Truthfully, on some real shit, you should never be surprised that some chick got pregnant. You feel what I'm saying? If you doing what you doing correctly. You understand? Dude, I've had sex with over 100 something, like 150, 160 chicks, right? It's not that easy to get a woman pregnant, first of all. There's a window. You understand what I'm saying? That she's most likely to get pregnant. If you're wearing condoms, also, if you're dealing with a girl that you've been dealing with for a while, you guys can discuss this shit. This not, if it's not a one night stand, if it's a chick you're dating or whatever, you understand? This is something you discuss. I actually discuss this shit with certain women that I've dealt with. Yo, are you ovulating? Is this happening here? I'm also wearing a condom at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? All of this shit is going on. You're talking about, a woman trying to impregnate themselves with a man's used condom. How in the fuck did she get your used condom? You see what I'm saying? Like,
motherfucker. Tom Leykis already told niggas.
Right.
Tom Leykis already told niggas. Shout out to Tom Leykis. He told niggas, when you come, take the fucking condom off and pour hot sauce in the fucking condom.
Right.
And then tie that shit up and flush it down the toilet. So just in case the bitch, if it comes back up the toilet and the bitch gets to it and she tries to put the sperm in her vagina stuff with the fucking hot sauce. You understand?
Right. And
this is the type of responsibility we're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. And see, I remember I had another dude hit me up and he was like, "Oh, but why did we got to do all of that?" And they're like, it's our fault because we don't shame women into not doing that type of shit. Again, this is female nature. So there's going to be certain girls who are going to do that. So you need to be able to be on top of your shit. You feel what I'm saying? And do what you need to do. You feel what I mean? That's like me fucking, like walking into a fucking, I don't know, a living room, and there's 2 pit bulls in there, and I got steaks on my leg and shit. And I'm like, oh, why are these dogs fucking trying to bite the steak off my leg? Why don't we shame these dogs into not wanting to eat the steak? You understand what I'm saying? Listen.
But the part that, is kind of insulting is the fact that these niggas is trying to say that we're like covering for women, or
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, are you serious?
Trying to find excuses for the
right.
So we're trying to say that women is gonna be women. They're fucking women, B. They're horrible fucking creatures that ain't about shit. Right. That's why they need to be led to need. We're trying to say is you need to be stronger.
Right.
You need to be stronger.
Right.
You understand what I'm You need to be more prepared for the situation. That's what we're trying to tell you. We're not trying to say that it's okay for women doing this shit. We're trying to tell you you need to be stronger. It's like fucking niggas going to war and getting mad, like say like the Vietnam War. That's like going into Vietnam and getting mad at the fucking Vietnamese soldiers for fucking shooting at your ass and blowing shit up.
Right.
Understand?
Right.
and you're blaming this and you're blaming that. Point of the matter is, we need to study the Viet Cong and the fucking Vietnamese soldiers and get the right equipment so when you go in, you could be victorious. That's what we're trying to tell you. You niggas is so fucking lost. You think we're making excuses for the other side? You literally called Mr. Lucario a feminist. Like for that part, fuck y'all niggas. Like that's on some disrespect. That little. On some disrespect shit. Fuck y'all niggas. Y'all niggas could eat a dick. You understand? But for everything else, these niggas need to understand, like, you need to be more prepared. You need to be a strong person. You know what the real truth is? You know what the real fucking truth is? The truth is, a lot of y'all niggas just ain't ready, man.
Right.
A lot of y'all motherfuckers just ain't ready, and y'all don't want to admit that. Y'all don't want to fucking admit that. Y'all don't realize that y'all need to read a couple more books. Y'all need to go back to the art of macking. Y'all need to go back to reread How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day.
Right.
Y'all have to fucking go back to Lycus 101. Go back to Lycus. This is man shit. Lycus 101, The Art of Macking, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. That's man reading for all of y'all niggas that don't know what the fuck we talking about and think Mr. Lucario is a fucking feminist.
Yo, it's just funny to me, man. It's just funny to me because it's like, it's like, look, dudes got to understand, man. You got to understand what's really going on out here, man. This is why it's funny to me when I read shit like this. I'm like, really? Like, that's what you got from the video?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the
That's
video,
what you get from that nigga?
like first of all, because I'm like, dude, okay. You start out talking about women being pregnant. The whole video was about how to avoid getting chicks pregnant. So what are you arguing about now? We're telling you not to. You know what I'm saying? Like we're saying we're eliminating that part, and then we're saying if you do get a girl pregnant, right? Make sure that it is a woman that you are with who you know ain't gonna be on that bullshit. And again, dudes will be like, oh, but what if she changed? Listen, I was with my chick for 7 years before we got married. 7. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no chick could pretend that long. I'm sorry. You understand what I'm saying? Because dudes will say shit like, oh, you'll get into a relationship and then when you get married, then she's not going to want to have sex with you anymore. And then she's going to set it up to where she divorces you, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? If she don't want to have sex with you after y'all get married, she didn't want to have sex with you before y'all got married. And the only reason she was having sex with you before was to lure you into that situation. And the reason why she even did that in the first place was because she saw that you were a beta male and didn't know what the fuck you were doing. You didn't know what the fuck was going on. She found herself a mark. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right. And that's what
niggas is mark.
That's what I'm saying. And we're trying to teach you guys, don't be that dude. That's what we're saying. Right. We're saying, don't be that motherfucker. We're on your fucking side. We're telling you, don't do that.
It's kind of like this. It's kind of like I don't know. I've never really been in the Army, but I've been in some old school martial arts classes, and I have an uncle that's in the Army, in the military. Well, actually, my uncle is a sergeant major in the Marines. So that nigga was in there 30 years. He retired and all that shit. So the point I'm trying to make is that I understand a little bit about when it comes to dealing with an institution, right? And the thing about an institution is that there are certain rules and protocols that when you come to join that organization, you have to follow that. They don't change it for you. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's the same. And the reason why these organizations and these institutions have these rules and these protocols is because it's been tried and true, and it's been that way for years. Right. Before you and after you, right? And these institutions have a certain pride and confidence about what they bring to the world. You understand? Mm-hmm. So, like, just like what I was saying with the military, the Army, the Navy, Air Force, and the Marines, and like I said, I've dealt with old school martial arts where there's a certain style, a certain philosophy of how to engage one in combat and all that shit. Those rules are in place, and they've been set before you, and they will be set after you. You understand? Right. This type of mentality, take the mentality of these institutions, right, and realize it, manifest it inside yourself as a man, B. Mm-hmm. You understand? So when a woman comes into your cipher, she knows, she can feel it. She can feel it by the way you carry yourself, by the way you speak, by the way you deal with her, that the rules are set, and it's up to her to fucking fall into your protocol. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Real shit. Because every fucking. All right, you ever there's these like the Hell Week Marines documentaries where they put the bell at the side of the fucking cabin and shit, right? Right. And you have to go through Hell Week, and any nigga that wants to quit, all you got to do is ring that bell, and they will ship your ass home. You understand? Right. That's how serious you got to be about your value as a man. Because if the bitch can't deal with it, let her ring the bell and they ship her ass home. Right. But the bitches that meet you and they realize your value and they realize, your importance and your purpose, and they know that they want to support that purpose, they stay and they go through Hell Week. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Y'all niggas gotta, bottom line is, y'all niggas just gotta be stronger than that, man. Right. Y'all niggas gotta really find some type of strength inside of y'all. And again, the way to do that, like what we've been saying, is being on your purpose. Like when we say the truth is inside of you, it's a lot. It has a lot to do with your purpose, and your purpose can't just be about pussy, dog. Mm-hmm. It can't be just about pussy. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's where a lot of niggas fall short. They let pussy be their number one focus, and after that, they lose all fucking, like, they lose everything else about themselves once they start to get their dick wet. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's really sad, man. It's really sad. It's crazy. And, and the thing is this, I used to be, and I'm still working on this now, because, like, I used to be extremely judgmental about a lot of shit motherfuckers do. Like, they'll say, like, like niggas that trick and spend money on pussy and all that. I used to be like, yo, that's fucked up and that's whack, blah, blah, blah. I still don't like it. I still don't support it. But if you want to do that, then do you. You understand what I'm saying? Do your thing. You understand? Right. Even with the MGTOW dudes, you understand? Like, I don't hate motherfuckers as MGTOW. I don't care what you do. Do your thing. That's what I'm saying. Do you. My only thing is, do you, but why all the complaining though? I mean, unless that's part of the MGTOW culture is to complain, then continue to complain. You know what I'm saying? But I thought if I'm going my own way, I'm sort of like doing my own thing, and I'm not really talking about other shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because as a straight dude, I go my own way by fucking with chicks. So you would never hear me complain about a gay nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
because I don't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not going that way. I'm going this other way where the chicks are at. So if you're going away from the chicks to other things, I'm just saying, how come I'm not hearing about other things? You see what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have to worry about the state, because if you're not fucking with these chicks like that, then you won't need to worry about the state, because then you would not even be in the vicinity to deal with that in the first place to even worry about that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like I don't worry about fucking, like getting some sort of like disease that women get with their fucking ovaries and shit. Why? Because I'm not a fucking woman. That's not my thing. Like, I'm not worried about any of that shit. You see what I'm saying? So if that's not my territory, then why am I even worrying about it? You understand what I'm saying? So if your territory is not women, or you don't want to fuck a woman, why is that a thing? Why is it an issue? You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing that, that I don't get about it. So my thing is, do you understand? But I'm just saying that for me, I don't get that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get what that shit is. But at the end of the day, all we're talking about is you guys being men. That's all we're talking about. Being a man and being responsible for your shit. That's it. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? Just understand that all that shit that you're supposedly going through, you understand what I'm saying, or could potentially go through, is really stuff that you're bringing on yourself. Because again, before a woman can come into your life and fuck it up, you have to invite her into your life. You understand what I'm saying? You do that. You do that by approaching her and talking to her. So again, if you're scared of like paternity fraud and all of that, honestly, what dudes really, really, really got to do, if you want to keep it really, 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 really funky, you need to never, ever, 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 ever have sex with a chick ever again in your life. Just don't do it. Ever again in your life. That's the only way it's gonna work out. You understand? Right. Just like dudes ask me, they say, "Yo, how can I not get rejected?" Easy. Don't talk to no women. You feel what I'm saying?
Never.
Just don't do
Never
it.
Never talk to a bitch. Ever.
Yeah, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? If you're worried about paternity fraud, don't ever have sex with a woman ever again in your life, and you'll be fine. That's the advice I can give you guys out there. You see what I'm saying? Don't do it. You feel what I'm saying? Save it for the dudes who actually want to do it, who actually want to fuck with chicks. Save it for the guys who are players, the max, the guy, or even the guys that just want to get a girlfriend and a wife. Save it for those guys. If you're scared of this shit, and you know what's funny, and I wanted to address this real quick. I'll throw this in here. Is that I had dudes. This one dude hit me up and he's like, "Yo, the reason why you don't like MGTOW or you hate MGTOW," and again, I don't hate MGTOW. He was like, it's because you don't want guys to go MGTOW because then it's going to affect your bottom line as a dating coach, and you're not going to make any money. It's like you're not going to make any money.
The game don't stop even if you MGTOW, nigga. You
exactly. That's what I'm saying about dudes who live on the internet. It's just funny because I'm like, dude, you got to be, as long as motherfuckers want to either have sex, date, have girlfriends, or marry chicks, it's gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? The shit is going to happen. There's nothing you can do about that. So that's just
see the people who say shit like that they really don't understand truth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They really don't understand. They don't understand how constant and how powerful truth is. Truth goes beyond all of that shit. Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. It goes beyond all of that shit, because when you're talking truth, there's something relatable in it to pretty much everybody. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
So we're not worried. If anybody's thinking like that, nah, we're not worried about none of that shit. Right. We're not worried about none of that shit. None of it. Right. Period.
All we're doing is putting this out there because we actually want to help motherfuckers. Because I've had dudes who were on some other shit and they've emailed me and said, "Yo, thank you. Like, you saved my situation." Like, the dudes just literally hit me up Instagram, Facebook, through the email. You understand what I'm saying? Telling me, "Yo, I was on this other bullshit." Remember that video? Remember the video that we saw the other day where the dude said, "I don't got no hate for chicks anymore because I don't I don't need you. You understand? Like I don't have that thought process.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And see, that's a guy on his way to understanding management, leadership, and what it means to be a man in a relationship with a woman. That's what we're talking about. It's about being a man in a relationship with a woman. You understand? And understand it ain't gonna be all roses and rainbows, but it's also not gonna be this fucking death camp that you guys are trying to paint it. Like I'm like, my God. You understand what I'm like the way they talk about that, this is how crazy they sound. They sound like if like I said, if a person from the suburbs was like, hey mom, I'm gonna go to Brooklyn. No, you can't go to Brooklyn. Soon as you get to Brooklyn, soon as you get out the train station, they're gonna grab you, they're gonna rob you, they're gonna rape you. Like that's how dudes sound when they talk about women.
When they talk about females,
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Like,
and they don't understand how they're straight up just living in fear. Like they're just everything about their whole situation is fear based. Right. And we're trying to tell y'all niggas like, yo, you gotta love these females, man. You gotta love them. And love is not always about, like you said, it's not always easy. It's not always roses. You know what I'm saying? Like just like how we love these niggas. You understand? That's the reason why we spit the shit that we spit, because we love these niggas.
Right. That's the reason why we on this damn podcast. Basically, what let me see the time of this shit. This is like almost damn near an hour. This is like a damn free bad boy show right here we're putting out.
Pretty much.
Oh man.
It's not always. See, the difference between fear and love is you do what you do because you want things to be the best they can be.
Right.
You want to push things to be the best outcome they can be. So when we say we love these women, we are not condoning what they do. What we're saying is that we love them, that we don't fucking allow them to go to the fucking depths and bowels and the gutter sottness that they go to.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something. One of the main reasons why bitches are so fucked up to like they are today is because a lot of men have this mentality.
Right.
This fear mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Real shit.
A lot of men have this fear mentality. A lot of men, they felt like a lot of niggas who walked out on their families. They felt a lot of pressure about being a man and raising a family, and they fucking left the situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not like hating on anybody that did that, but I'm just saying these are the reasons why how they in the Bible it says the sins of the father fall on the child. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
He didn't realize. I'm not. Look, I know what it is to because I've been with a chick with kids, and so I know what it is. Excuse me, and the shit is tough. You understand? The shit is not easy. You know, there's a lot of time. Kids are fucking expensive, and trust me, I understand. You understand? So I understand how niggas could fall off and this and that and that and the third. But the point is, I'm saying these things happen, and then that outlook, that perspective of fear falls on the child. And then this is how, and then coupled with, reality shows and the internet and all of this fucking bad news going on, this is how people respond to shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And they literally allow those perspectives of fear to make them forget their own value, their own value inside themselves. You see what I'm saying? So then all these niggas is running around talking about, oh, bitches is gonna do this and bitches is gonna do that, but they forget how important their part is.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
You're supposed to. Man, you have to elevate these bitches' minds, man. You have to bring these bitches into the fold. That's why we tell you, don't always go out to holler at bitches. You understand? Sometimes go out just to talk. Go out just to talk. Matter of fact, I remember the other day, last time or the second to last time I was in New York, we went out to that meetup and shit, right?
Right.
And remember, I sat down and I was just building with. It was a group of kids. They was like in their 20s and shit.
Right.
I was just building with them, and we was talking about transgender shit and politics and money and And this kid, he worked for the MTA, and he was like, yo, these checks are crazy, and I'm going on trips and da-da-da-da. And I started talking to him like, yo, my nigga, like, you need to really put more money into your 401k, and then, you know, still go on your trips and still buy your clothes, but try to take a couple hundred and just throw it into another account or start a mutual fund. And I told them about, you know, mutual funds that didn't have a minimum to start and all of these things. And by the end of the evening, dude was on some, yo, I'm so glad I met you, and thanks for telling me these things, and damn, son, like, word, like, da-da-da-da, like, understand, like, it's not always about just just getting pussy. Like, go out and speak to people, learn something, build something. You know what I'm saying? Meet a chick and literally just talk to her about the world. Talk to her about whatever. Become a richer person for it. You understand? Right. So when you actually do meet a chick that you're interested in, you can help shape and mold her character to become that woman that support your fucking purpose. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like, yo, I need your cats to elevate, son. I need your cats to elevate, son. Worrying and living in fear and complaining and everybody's against you. And
right.
Nah, man, y'all niggas is stronger and way more important than that, man. I really, you know, this shit is just crazy, man. This shit is crazy, and it's just a little bit frustrating, but I just want y'all niggas to know that we do this shit because we give a fuck, and we know that there's more to y'all than a bunch of scaredy cat niggas just running around afraid of female nature. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. That's all he's saying, man. That's all he's saying, man. You know, you guys got to understand what the deal is. But I'm done, man. I'm done. Anything else you want to say?
Nah, man. Fuck that. Any one of y'all niggas call niggas a feminist again? Yeah, look, we gon'
Click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get your tickets for the Truth About the Game seminar. Space is limited, so get your tickets today. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.